Life is full of transitions, career changes, moving to a new city, ending or starting relationships. These moments of change can leave us feeling unmoored, as though we're losing our sense of self. Whether it's the excitement or the anxiety that comes with shifting circumstances, these transitions can stir up emotions and destabilize our identity. But what if the key to emotional stability during these times isn't in trying to control the external changes, but in finding inner continuity? What if, instead of feeling overwhelmed by the unknowns, you could stay grounded no matter what life throws your way? This is where Stoicism offers profound wisdom. As Marcus Aurelius wisely put it, observe constantly that all things take place by change. Life is inherently in flux, and change is inevitable. Stoicism teaches us to embrace these shifts with grace, finding stability not in external circumstances, but within ourselves. Stay with me through this video to discover how Stoic philosophy can help you stay emotionally stable and centered during life's transitions. Be sure to subscribe to the channel for more Stoic insights on how to navigate challenges with calmness and resilience. Let's dive into how we can find inner continuity and emotional balance, even when everything around us is changing. Let's reflect on this powerful quote from Marcus Aurelius. Observe constantly that all things take place by change. Marcus Aurelius, this quote captures the essence of one of the core Stoic teachings: changes. The only constant in life, everything around us, our careers, our relationships, even the world itself, is in a state of flux. Whether it's a career shift, moving cities, or experiencing a personal loss, change is an unavoidable part of our journey, rather than resisting or fearing change. Marcus Aurelius encourages us to observe it, accept it, and adapt. Stoicism teaches us that true emotional stability comes not from controlling our external circumstances, but from how we respond to them. By acknowledging that change is natural, we can find peace amidst uncertainty and maintain our sense of self even when life shifts dramatically. Take a moment and reflect. How do you typically respond when life changes unexpectedly? Do you feel anxious, lost, or overwhelmed? Or can you embrace the change, understanding that it is a natural part of life's flow? Marcus Aurelius' quote, "Observe constantly that all things take place by change," reminds us that change is not something to fear or resist. It's a constant, natural force, and our ability to navigate it is key to maintaining emotional stability. When we face life transitions, whether it's a new job, a move, or a shift in relationships, it's easy to feel as though our identity is in flux as well. We may find ourselves clinging to the past, wishing things would stay the same, or worrying about what comes next. But Stoicism teaches us that it is not the changes themselves that destabilize us, it is our reaction to them. Consider this: when something in your life changes, how do you react? Do you immediately feel a sense of loss, fear, or anxiety about the unknown? Or do you take a deep breath and remind yourself that change is simply part of life, not something to resist, but something to adapt to? The Stoic mindset encourages us to embrace life's changes with equanimity, instead of seeing them as disruptions to our identity. We can view them as opportunities for growth. Change challenges us to adapt, to grow stronger, and to align more closely with our values, no matter the external circumstances. Let's think about your current life transition, whether it's a career change, moving cities, or a relationship shift. Ask yourself, what is within my control here? The answer lies not in the external circumstances, but in how you choose to respond. One powerful Stoic practice is to focus on what you can control and let go of what you can take. For example, if you're changing careers, you can control your effort and attitude. But you can't control how others perceive you or the uncertainties that come with the change. By focusing on your actions, your attitude, and your inner response, you stay rooted in a sense of stability, no matter how much the external world shifts around you. Think about this. Can you find peace in the midst of change? Instead of fearing the unknown, can you approach it with curiosity and acceptance, knowing that it's just another part of life's natural ebb and flow? By accepting change and focusing on your internal response, you can maintain a sense of emotional stability even in the most unpredictable transitions. Now that we've reflected on how Stoicism encourages us to embrace change with emotional stability, let us dive into some practical Stoic strategies that can help you stay grounded during life's transitions. 1. Accept change as part of life's natural flow. The first step in staying emotionally stable during transitions is accepting that change is inevitable, as Marcus Aurelius teaches. Everything around us is in a constant state of flux. Life will change, whether we want it to or not. Instead of resisting this reality, Stoicism encourages us to embrace it. When we accept that change is an inherent part of life, we stop fighting against it. This acceptance doesn't mean we don't have feelings about the changes we face. It simply means we recognize that change is not a disruption, but a natural progression. For example, if you're moving to a new city, rather than focusing on the uncertainty or fear of the unknown, focus on the fact that this move is a part of your personal growth. It might be uncomfortable at first, but it's an opportunity to expand, explore, and adapt. The more we embrace change, the less we are shaken by it. 2. Focus on what you can control. One of the key teachings of Stoicism is the dichotomy of control. Some things are within our control, and others are not. In times of transition, it's easy to become overwhelmed by everything that is uncertain. But Stoicism teaches us that our peace of mind comes from focusing on what we can control: our thoughts, our actions, our attitudes. If you're facing a career change, for example, you can't control how quickly the transition happens or what others think about your decision, but you can control your effort, your attitude, and how you approach the new challenges. Focus on doing the best you can in each moment and let go other things outside of your control. By focusing on your own actions and mindset, you regain a sense of stability in an otherwise uncertain time. 3. Cultivate emotional resilience through reflection. Emotional resilience is key during times of transition. Stoicism teaches us that our emotions are often based on our perceptions. When we face a major life change, it's natural to feel anxious, overwhelmed, or even sad. However, Stoicism encourages us to take a step back and reflect on our emotions. Rather than being swept away by fear or uncertainty, we can choose to see challenges as opportunities for growth. Reflection is a powerful Stoic tool. By regularly examining our emotions and thoughts, we gain greater clarity and understanding of what we're feeling, and we can choose how to respond. One Stoic practice is to set aside time each day to reflect on the day's events. What went well? What didn't go as planned? How did you respond to the challenges? This practice of daily reflection helps us to process our emotions and to gain perspective on the changes we're facing. 4. Live in accordance with your values. In times of change, it can be easy to feel lost or unsure of who we are, especially when our external circumstances shift. Stoicism teaches us that true stability comes from living in alignment with our values, not from external circumstances. When everything around you is changing, return to your core principles. What matters most to you? What do you stand for? When you live in accordance with your values, you create a strong internal foundation that remains steady, even as the world around you shifts. For example, If you're going through a breakup or a career shift, you may feel as though your sense of self is in flux. But by returning to your core values, whether they are honesty, kindness, or perseverance, you anchor yourself in who you are, regardless of external changes. 5. Practice Amor Fati. Embrace whatever happens. The Stoic principle of Amor Fati, or love of fate, is essential when navigating transitions. It encourages us to not just accept what happens, but to embrace it, as it is part of our journey. Instead of seeing transitions as burdens or obstacles, we can choose to see them as opportunities for growth. By practicing Amor Fati, you shift your mindset from resistance to acceptance. When you accept life's transitions with gratitude, you find peace in the process. Even if it's difficult or uncomfortable, this doesn't mean you won't feel the natural emotions that come with change, but it means that you choose to love and embrace the journey, knowing it's all part of the path to personal growth. By accepting change as a natural part of life, focusing on what we can control, cultivating emotional resilience through reflection, living in accordance with our values, and practicing Amor Fati, we can stay emotionally stable during life's transitions. Stoicism gives us the tools to stay grounded no matter what life throws at us, allowing us to navigate change with peace and confidence. As we conclude today's discussion, let's remember the central Stoic lesson: change is inevitable, but our response to it is within our control. Life transitions, whether they're career changes, moving cities, or relationship shifts, may feel destabilizing. But Stoicism offers us a pathway to emotional stability by focusing on what we can control and living in alignment with our core values. Marcus Aurelius reminds us that all things take place by change, and instead of resisting it, we can choose to embrace it as part of life's natural flow. By practicing Stoic techniques like focusing on our internal responses, embracing Amor Fati, and reflecting on our values, we find strength and peace during times of uncertainty. So, as you navigate any transitions in your life, remember that you are not defined by your circumstances. The true stability comes from within. When everything around you is changing, your ability to stay rooted in your values and your internal compass will be your greatest source of strength. I encourage you today to reflect on any transitions you may currently facing. How can you embrace this change as an opportunity for growth? How can you stay grounded and centered in the midst of uncertainty? Thank you for joining me today. If you haven't already, don't forget to subscribe to continue learning Stoic wisdom and discovering ways to live a resilient, balanced life. Share your thoughts in the comments below. I'd love to hear how you stay emotionally stable during life transitions.